Hello, it's Kathy with the Wife Mother First Lady, and now that February is here, we are learning and celebrating Black History Month for the whole month of February. And so I want to give you a few tips on how to introduce Black History Month to your kindergartner. I have a 5-year-old, and now he is more apt to understanding and learning about Black history. And one of the questions and things that he brings up to me while we are reading stories about historical Black people in history is the aspect of race, negativity, and some of the bad things that happened in the past. And so I want to give a couple of recommendations on how to tell the story of Black history in its totality, but not scare your children into thinking that these same things can happen. One of the first things that I told my child was that history means things that happened a long time ago, and also history helps changes things for the better. So if you introduce your child to Black history by telling them this is how things were a long time ago, maybe for your grandparents or their parents, and that they fought really hard to make sure that there was justice for all people of all different skin colors and all different cultures, so that today for your child and their friends and generations to come, that there are rules that are called laws that prevent any of the bad things from happening. Also, a lot of times when you're teaching Black history, you come across the topic of death or a lot of violence, and that can sometimes scare your child. So again, you want to prepare them for these stories, saying that for me in particular, in our family, we live in a Christian household, so we bring God into the storytelling and try to let them know that God watches over all people. Bad things do happen and good things do happen, but the Lord wants everyone to live in peace, wants everyone to treat each other with respect, and that the Lord has watched over everyone, so that now in today's time we don't have those problems. And then if you have an older child, we all know that racism and some of the negative things that have happened in the past, there are still instances and isolated incidences that happen. So again, as your family talks about it, and whichever reference that you want to use to bring about some comfort to your children, whether it be through religion, whether it be through having your parents or people who have been through these type of events that can tell your child how a bad situation has turned into a good situation. It's a good way to let them understand how things are now as opposed to how they were in the past. And I think these are good recommendations for if you're teaching Black history at your church, or if you're a homeschooler, or if you're just a very involved parent of your child in traditional school. These can be some of the things that you can talk with their teacher about, and how to bring everything into full circle. I hope these tips were useful to you, and leave me a comment if you have other things that you do to help inspire and teach Black history to your child. See you next time.